All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate you for coming on the show. If you could introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Man, what's up? What's up, man? You already know it's B.I.G Relly, man. One of the best. You feel me?
All right, man. We're gonna start off top from your own statement, man. So what makes you consider yourself one of the best?
One of the best, man. That's because, first off, you feel me? A lot of people like B.I.C. Most of them be thinking that's just like a click or something, like, because my shit, acronyms, stuff. B.I.G actually stands for like best in the game. And I feel like I'm the best in the game because I'm gonna do the most. You feel me? The people I look up to and shit in this shit. So I feel like I'm one of the best because that's what I'm in the game for, to be the best. I ain't here to play. You know?
Okay. And then ain't nothing wrong. I always feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you really serious about your craft, that's the mindset that you should have. So with that being said, you said you one of the best, but you also mentioned, you know what I'm saying, people that you look up to. Who's them people or them artists?
Ye, Kanye, yeah, Drizzy, Wayne, Gucci.
Okay.
But I also look up niggas like, you know, Birdman, you know, uh, Jay-Z,
Okay, okay.
Master P, real like CEOs, Rick Ross shit.
Yeah.
You feel?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
niggas that came in the game and got their own shit. Like Joe Gotti shit like that. Like you feel me? Like them niggas.
And you definitely mentioned a lot of successful people. So are these people that you know what I'm saying, you purely, you know what I'm saying, just admiring the game, or are you also, you know what I'm saying, maybe taking notes from I heard you named a few biz people that's famous for their business side of it. Is that something that you also, you know what I'm saying, try to tackle the business side of the game, or is it purely just working on your craft?
Man, one thing about it is shit, I love music. You know what I'm saying? I love music. So, big like when I first got in this shit, like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to be like Lil Wayne, I wanted to be the best. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the greatest. In the music side, like just making music, because it's something I love to do. But then when I started learning like it's a business too, I started leaning up more towards the niggas that be behind the scenes. But it's like a balance for me, shit. You know what I'm saying? But business is very important in this industry. Shit. So that's one of my main focuses because I got buddies under me that wanna, do this shit, and I don't wanna, you feel me? I wanna stay on the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
So that made me. So they looking at me like for business and shit like that. I'm like, oh look, made me got to study the game and shit a little bit more. You know,
Okay, okay.
and they helped me out.
So before we slide from off that subject, you did name a couple controversial, well, some may consider controversial figures in Kanye and Birdman. What specifically about those two people, you know what I'm saying, that you may take some tips from?
Man, Birdman's just a hustle. You feel me? Like this nigga a fucking hustle. Like you feel me? This nigga. Every time you think this nigga done, he pop back up with something crazy. Or he just was an entrepreneur, like t-shirt, shoes. Even though ain't nobody rock them fucking lugs, but just the niggas, just to be one of the first niggas to do that shit for real. Like just his mindset, his business. Yay, well, yay, his the way he talk, that motivation, that inspiration type shit. If you seen the little Netflix shit, like that shit super inspiring because I can relate. Cause it's like you don't know where this shit going, but you keep putting your all in this shit, and it can turn around for real.
Okay, okay. That's definitely honorable. So moving on, we're gonna get more into you if you don't mind.
You can answer me. Uh,
All right, bet if you could, where are you from? How was your childhood growing up? And if you could explain how hip hop intertwined with all that.
yeah, my childhood growing up, like, well, my shit was crazy because like I grew up like when I first, my parents was together when I was younger, but they split up. When I was like probably like 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? And my mom she stayed like south suburbs. My daddy always stayed on the west side of Chicago. So every year I'd be back and forth. So my life would be crazy because my life just moved. My childhood was moved. I went to 4 different elementary schools, 4 different high schools. You see what I'm saying? So like I was just moving back and forth with my mom and kid like every year going to different schools. Like this shit was stupid. I think about it, but that's how I was growing up, and then like how hip hop came in my life. Yeah, my motherfucking uncle. He like basically like gave me my first CD was Nas Illmatic, and
Mm-hmm.
then like he put me on all the old school shit like Curtis Blow, shit movies like Cuss Groove, and like after I seen that shit, I was just infatuated. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
also like just looking at niggas like I'm keep 100 when I'm a study like I'm looking at niggas like Bow Wow on here like I could do that shit. That's how I was thinking when I was basically young.
Right. Okay. So a love of hip hop is something that a lot of us have in common. You know what I'm saying? So what made you take your love of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, I'm finna start writing this shit in a notebook. I'm finna go to the studio. I'm finna give myself a rap name. When did that? You remember when that instance happened? Was it somebody telling you
Man,
like, Joe, take off, or was it
okay,
just
nigga, like every time I got serious, like when I was a straight, like when I was 12, I told my father like, man, I'm gonna be a rapper when I grow up. This is what I told him, and he was like, you know, you ain't gonna be no rapper. You gonna go get a real job, cause like that kind of derailed me. But as a shorty, you know what I'm saying? Cause when I was 12, my man was made up what I wanted to do when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But when he said that, that shit threw me off. You know what I'm saying? Now he messed with it, whatever he what I'm trying to do. But before that, like when I was studying, he like derailed me off what I was really supposed to be doing because I already knew what I wanted to do. You see what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So like so after that, well, I was like, all right, I ain't take rap serious, but like I always used to freestyle and shit. You know what I'm saying? At school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then when I was like 14, 15, I tried like I'm gonna rap again because I'm around niggas that rap and shit like that. And I'm like trying to take me to the studio, and it was so hard to get a studio when I was younger. So when I got older, you know what I'm saying? I always like to freestyle. So I'm with my nigga Jay Heat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with him. Like I just go over his crib. You know what I'm saying? I smoking shit. After I smoke, I'm like, oh, let's freestyle. Let's put on the beat type shit.
Real nigga activities?
He like, go on here. Like, he like, go here. Like, he like, I didn't know you freestyle, bro. He was like, so I rap for him and shit. And then he was like, man, hold snap. He pulled out a notebook. He was like, I was just doing this shit. So you really came over here. I'm like, damn, for real? He like, yeah, why you don't rap? I mean, why you don't write that shit down? Like, I'm like, shit, I don't know. I just freestyle. He like, man, write that shit down. And he kind of like pushed me to go in the studio. Like, he kind of showed me that shit, cause he been through that shit in the studio. That always some fool shit when I was trying to go to the studio when I was done. Like, this shit when I'm like 22. So that's when it like all happened. I wrote like my first song for real, for real. I hopped in that booth and like learned the process of recording and shit.
Okay, okay. So you mentioned OG Num, you know what I'm saying, at the top of that for a minute. So let me ask you this. Uh was you always comfortable sharing your music with your parents? I was talking to a hip hop a Christian hip hop artist the other day, and he was like he was doing gangster hip hop, but then he was like he didn't feel comfortable letting his mom and his kids listen to it. Well, I don't know if you got kids, but he didn't feel comfortable letting his moms and his grandma listen to it. So he switched all the way to gospel hip hop. Is your lyrics, is what you talk about something that you always been comfortable sharing with your father or your mother, or was it something they had to come around to, or was just hip hop just something that the whole family always understood from jump?
Uh, I mean,
Or OG
they,
still
they,
don't fuck
they,
with it. She
they
just be like, don't let me hear that
nah,
shit. Don't let me hear it till you get rich, nigga.
nah, I don't know for real. I feel like some of that shit they fuck with, some of that shit they want to get with it, but it's just like too much cursing and shit. So they'll be like, you know, it's too much cursing. Make us put a clean version out for me, like shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they know how this shit go out here. They know how this shit goes. So it's like of course they gonna be like, man, make clean the music and shit. So that's why I try to something like make more meaningful shit, like more shit that's passionate and shit, but. Man, it's the game. It's like, we got to get the clubs. This the industry. So it's like the industry I'm stepping in. Like, I got to go hard for this shit. Even if that's not like the right music, like that, we want to get to that point where we can make music everybody can listen to. But right now, we got to come in the game get a market, get the lane, how we want to come in. So they understand the, my partner understand the business side. My mama just like she gonna support her baby shit. But that they
Okay.
do say like make cleaner music or put make a mix that's clean, some clean version, something like that. But they
Okay.
fuck with it.
Okay.
I feel it.
Well, with that being said, when you go in the lab, when you creating, who would you say you create music for? Is this a
Man,
specific demographic or is it just art for everybody?
man, on honestly, like when I go and make music, um, I basically go off feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like my emotions, like how I'm feeling that day. I might feel like, okay, I wanna ball in the club. I might be like, damn. You see, I might be angry. I might do some shit, some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I might be heartbroken. So it's like it's what I go in with, how I feel on the recording process. But on the like when it comes to like when you got a body of work, then you start taking songs out and shit. That's when I started thinking like, yeah, it's like who I want to put it out for. Like
Mm-hmm.
this song for the club. I could put this song like the streets don't fuck with this, or you feel me, motherfucker gonna be the heart broke, sad. Everybody go through shit like this. Everybody gonna relate to this. Shit like that.
Okay, okay. And before we move on, I want to touch on a couple aspects of your creative process. Being when you go in to create or when you go in to record a song, are you writing the music? Are you freestyling? Are you self-medicating before you go in the booth? What do you do to get ready to create? And also, um, are you the type of artist that's more focused on dropping singles as soon as possible? Are you working? Do you work specifically on major projects? Is it a mixtape to the project type deal? If you can expand on those two aspects for me, oh, that'd be great.
Shit. Look, I mean, when I first got in here, like on some rap shit, like I made sure I dropped the song every Friday because I drop that shit. I leave the studio drop, and that's because I want people to take me serious as a rapper. Because someone, oh, I come out and rap, like they be like, oh, I'll start rapping now, but they ain't really dropped no music. So when I don't care how it was mixed, how it sounded, whatever. I'm dropping it every Friday. I'm dropping a song. Like I don't care if it's a freestyle, whatever. Like and then I like when I felt like people start taking me serious, then I'll start like trying to do little strategies and shit like on the drop. And so when I started doing a little strategy, so I just started like really seeing how I want to drop it. Like I shoot a video for it because I feel like you like the way you drop it. Like you drop the audio, then you double back a week later, drop the video. So
Mm-hmm.
I started seeing like how that shit just pushing it up more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you got one single, you wanna being like sending links to everybody and just promoting that one single, like just trying different shit. Like, cause if you drop a body of work, niggas, it might go over niggas' head. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So like, I'll be trying to like, okay, I'm gonna go with this single, or like, for instance, like Flood the Gates, like that's my latest single and shit. So like, I dropped Flood the Gates because you feel me, like it's like subliminal, like I'm finna drop a lot of music in the way too. It got a lot of meanings to it. So like I'm finna drop more shit behind it. I'm really finna flood the game, finna flood the shit with the music. You know what I'm saying? So like it just be different ways I be trying to drop shit. Like okay, I'm gonna hit them with this first, and then we gonna go up. We gonna keep going up. That's how I feel.
Okay, okay. I definitely understand that. And while you were speaking, I heard you mention people starting to take you seriously. If you could, do you remember exactly when that was? People like was it a specific instance? You like, yeah, yeah, I'm sure I'm here. Was it a song? Was it a show? Was it a reaction to a new drop? What was it where you was like, yeah, it's B.I.G Relly, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna say when I dropped my first uh little album on like all platforms and shit, I was like, I'm in this shit now. Like when
Okay,
like my shit was up for sale, like you know what I'm saying? That's when I felt like, yeah, you in this shit. You independent right now, but you in this
mm-hmm.
shit. Like I got my shit and I was just happy as fuck. That shit was like some little distro shit, but nigga was over happy, like, yeah, you could buy my shit.
I'm
Like
sure
so I gotta get
that's the real
that's
deal. That's I'm sure that's definitely
yeah,
official.
that's like yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, I'm doing this for real now.
Okay. Even I know you mentioned your you being independent and not talking too specific on your exact distribution situation, but is it just you or is it a team behind you? Are you in a partnership with anything or is it just strictly you?
I mean, it's me, but I got associates. You know what I'm saying? I'm networking, so you know what I'm saying. I got associates. I won't necessarily like they on my team, but we gonna link and make it happen. And they gonna
Right,
fuck with
right.
me the long way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, I mean, it's a blessing. If you got a team, it's a blessing because you know you got one nigga shooting videos, one nigga taking pictures, one nigga making your merch. You know what I'm saying? And they all doing it off of love because they know that back end gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? Because they believe it.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
when you independent and you know you ain't got that team, you know you gonna have to spend some money in this shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
niggas gonna fuck with you because you do good business. Now that's good business because you gonna pay every time. So like say for instance, if you fuck with a nigga and you paid like 2 videos, so like the third time you be like, hey man, I need another video, but let me just give you half. You know what I'm saying? Niggas should fuck with you know what I'm saying? Because it's good business. He always come through when it's time to pay. So you know you just gotta work little situations when you trying to build some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I be
Exactly.
right now no good team. I'm just trying to create good business because that's gonna bring you feel me. Maybe a
Back in.
team. Might be some niggas
Absolutely.
be like saw me working. Yeah, let me just shoot videos for you for free. Or let me just take pictures of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause they see me through them or whatever through what I'm building. And they gonna want
Okay.
to join myself.
So also touching a little bit more on that subject, is shopping yourself for a major deal something that you interested in? Is that something that you actively work in, or are
And
you just working and then whatever happens?
yeah, I mean, if they talking right, man, just you gotta start somewhere. Man. Like, I ain't gonna say necessarily a deal is a bad thing. Niggas be like independent, but it's all about that revenue.
It's a
I
stepping
mean,
stone, man.
I that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Because once you get, if a label willing to put that shit behind, you just you gotta turn that shit up, and you gotta, I don't know, you gotta have like it's part of the contract, so you gotta be able to control certain things. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta read that contract. Like, you gotta get a lawyer. If they ain't trying to let you even get your own lawyer to look over that shit, don't even sign that shit. It's like they don't even respect you. Like they like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart, bro. I ain't just gonna stand. It gotta be a good deal, and then it's gotta be like, niggas be trying to control niggas' life. Like that shit real. Niggas have your contract, and you feel me? They'll put like, your contract 2 years, but if they sell you for 3, they got you for 5. You see what I'm saying? Like,
And we got to do more reading too. You know what I'm saying? I done heard a couple stories and motherfuckers said they just handed me. I think Cowboy said that shit. He said he just saying some shit. He said they
that's
read it to
what
him on sure. Like, nah, man, you gotta look at yourself that too. You gotta look at that yourself. So
I'm saying. But you gotta, you can't, and that's nothing. You can't rely on music. You gotta be having a whole plan out here. Like, if that happens, you gotta have that backup plan and shit like that. Cause niggas
okay,
don't do that, man. Cause they got niggas. I feel like sometimes niggas be paying other labels. Be like, man, I got my artist going right now. Your artist similar to him, we'll give you 100,000 to put them on the show for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is them niggas be
man,
cousins and
ain't
up
no
there with the
telling what's
big
going
dog.
on.
Man, they be playing with niggas like,
Okay.
man.
And just that we touched a little bit on the industry, I just want to get your quick opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's well known the situation with Dirk and Young Boy. Just your specific your input. How would you, if you was in their shoes, how would you respond to the situation? Is beef something that you don't mind doing and you think it's some part of hip hop? What's your personal reaction to that situation?
I mean, that's a bad situation. You know, it's like, I feel like on some real shit, I feel like Dirk, he winning, he moving around. You know what I'm saying? He everywhere. Young boy, he in the field, so I feel like young boy just doing that shit. So you feel me? This the best thing for him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Honestly, if he wasn't beefing with Dirk, like, he'd have to like rely on music for them to talk about. They don't got nothing to talk about. So I don't know. So I be feeling like that shit like planned out. I feel like that shit planned out. So I'm saying like they just doing that shit because they know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like it's on real too for that shit. It was murder behind that shit. So it
Right.
depends on what's behind it. If it's like, it's just like I ain't
Now that
really
you
with that
said
beef.
that, I wouldn't be surprised if it's some type of publicity stunt, Joe. Because Dirk
Nah,
album
for real.
did just drop like number one.
Right. And when young boy go, it's, you know this thing, like this shit, like a little of that shit big, but I feel like I feel like Dirk
It's
really
like
just doing.
it'd be a little fire, you know what I'm saying, in the industry like Joe. We could capitalize on this on shorty, you know what I'm saying, type shit. That's what it's
Exactly,
starting to,
bro.
that's what it looked like, because I swear since they albums, they projects dropped it, that shit died down on shorty. But you know,
Yeah. I mean,
hey,
the baby in his shit ain't do that bad. But I did more than young boy in the back. That shit still up there. Like the baby and the young boy shit still going crazy. Like
okay.
Dirt shit going crazy too. But Dirt shit, like I say, Dirt winning right now. You know what I'm saying? So young boy is not winning. You know what I'm saying? In my
And speaking on them artists, what current artists do you listen to, or is it strictly just listening to yourself and working on your craft, or do you listen
man,
to
I just listen to
other
me
artists?
and people I collab with, and people I collab with. Me, I might listen to some underground shit. I'm listening to a lot of old vintage Drizzy, old vintage Kanye. Like I just try to keep my inspiration, like what I'm saying, like basically the same. But I listen to like the new shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm out, like on a Saturday night, turning up. Like I'm gonna listen to that shit, but I don't listen to that shit every day. Like I try to listen to beats and rap and make songs and just come up with different vibes. Because
Okay.
I ain't trying to sound like the next nigga.
And that makes sense. And you mentioned listening to beats. So uh do you only produce music on your own beats, or not your own beat, but your own music, or do you might hear some raw shit like a 0 to 100 and you might jump on that, or you strictly just, you know what I'm saying, working on music that you could get your increments
And
on?
I ain't been doing freestyles lately on popular beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to blow up off a popular beat freestyle. I mean, you can, but shit, you gotta come with that originality. I mean, everything. So, when it comes to beats, I got like personal producers, and I got like, I hop on YouTube and grab with it. But it's a certain way you gotta listen to YouTube beats. You know what I'm saying? You just
Mm-hmm.
hopping on YouTube, grabbing beats. You gotta have a little strategy of finding beats on YouTube too.
Okay, okay. So I got a couple more questions before I get you up out of here. So up to this point, what would you say the biggest highlight of your career is up to this point? Is it a show, a hit single? Up to this point, if you could relive any night, any event of your career, what would it be and why?
Man, there's man, my that's fucking man. That, uh, man, just my single like Man, like that shit went up. Like yeah, where I took it, like you know what I'm saying. I went on like a mini tour and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the best thing from like it was independent. I went to Austin, Texas, Oklahoma, Atlanta. I'm in Dallas. Went to Dallas. I'm in Dallas. So, uh, that shit. That shit was like a big thing for me. I got to go basically do my little mini tour and shit, meet other people and shit, like perform my single Man. That shit was up. Like Man, one of my best songs. I think got like over 10K streams on Spotify. You feel me? The video ain't, moving how I want it to move, but that shit come with time. We just gotta keep dropping hits. But Man go crazy, like a lot of people. I got real fans out here fucking with like it's real. Like I don't know how anybody play it. That's real.
All right, and then that's definitely something that you need behind you to even get started in this shit. So if you could just tell them people who might be watching or might be listening what you working on and what you got coming up soon.
Man, we got the collage coming. That's saying that's me and a whole bunch of artists I'm collaborating with.
You
I'm
said the
trying to make it.
collage.
Yeah, it's called the collage.
That's
You
dope.
know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna drop, what I'm saying? Then after that, I'm gonna drop my second album, Intuition, you know. And then we
You got a
gonna have
window?
like
You
the
got a
third.
window for that?
Intuition, shit. Well, Collage finna drop probably like I'm trying to drop about May, like mid May. So mid May Collage coming. Intuition, that's really like in December. You feel me? I drop my album in December. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably like towards the end of the year. That's gonna be like my latest. But meantime, it's gonna be a second project. I ain't announced it yet. You know what I'm saying? But I announced it here on the 290 Mo podcast. Second joint. You know what I'm saying? Album dropping called Best in the Game. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely gonna be on
And
the lookout.
show y'all what this B.I.G means for real. Like, there's great music coming from it. I promise you. Like, and it ain't like the music gonna hit, and we gonna take off from there.
Now, I definitely see you working, man. I've been following you for a minute, man. So definitely keep working,
Yeah.
keep pushing it, and you definitely gonna see the fruits of your labor, man. If you could get a major feature with any artist right now, they give you got an unlimited budget. You get a feature from anybody for your debut major single. Who would it be and why?
Oh, indeed. It's Drizzy. Oh God, for the Drake piece right
Motherfucker
out the
going
gate.
damn, man. I'm sure you got Drizzy on that joint.
You gonna win every time. You
I'm
gonna win
sure.
every time. You come out the gate with a Drake piece.
Yeah, okay.
Bro. Like,
All right, man. You definitely ain't said nothing wrong, man. So before I get you up out of here,
mm,
if you could let everybody know where they can find all the music at and where they can find you on social media.
uh, you can go find my music on Apple. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, all platforms, but Apple, Spotify, YouTube, turn that shit up. You know what I'm saying? B.I.G Relly on YouTube. Uh, you know, Big Relly 773 on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what else I got? Shit, Snapchat Relly made it. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, the real Big Relly. So follow me on all that. I follow back. So I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tune in. If you're an artist, I'm gonna tune in what you got going on. If it's gonna work for me, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work. That's what I'm doing. You know?
All right. Definitely. And I appreciate you for coming on the show, man. I definitely understand how valuable time is. And I definitely gonna have you back, man. You definitely welcome to come back on the show to do a drop, to present an artist, to present a song, whatever you want to do, man. Just hit me up. We're gonna set it up, Joe. So be safe, man. Keep working, keep your head up, man.
All right, man. Shout out to Money Mo Podcast. Man, I'm rocking this out, man. You know what's going on. Y'all get ready.
I surely appreciate that. In a minute, gang.
All right.